All right, welcome everybody. We're back to another Grand Arena. This is round 2, and I am going against CrispinHunter this time, and this is going to be a tough matchup. This guy is pretty good. Let's go ahead and check out his stats here. Head on over to Discord and the DSR bot. So we can see here that, as usual, I am way behind in Zetas. He's got 58, I've got 46. That's unfortunately normal. G12, we are very well matched, 106 versus 72. That seems like I've got a lot more. However, in this particular Grand Arena, for both offense and defense, if we do one hits, you only need 70 tunes. So we are very evenly matched there. For 6-dot mods, I've got quite a few more 6-dot mods than he does, but in terms of plus 10 speed, he's one of the few that actually has more than me, 265 to 242. We're very even with plus 15. He has got more plus 20 speed mods than I do, 16 to 10, and a whole bunch more plus 100 offense mods. So we are pretty evenly matched. We head back over to BlueStacks here and go just kind of take a gander at his roster. See, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's got Darth Revan. He does have Malik, but Malik is still pretty low. And fairly decent. One of the things, I just watched Cubs fan Han video on Grand Arena, and he gave a pretty good tip here that I hadn't considered before. You can sort this by speed and see what they look like in terms of speed. So his fastest tune right now that he's got is Jedi Knight Revan. If we go and take a look at him, we'll see that he is 290 speed. So not the fastest Revan, just a little bit slower than my Jedi Knight Revan, but all of the rest of his tunes are going to be under 290. So that's good to know as we go into it. I have already done all of the research in terms of what it is we're going to do. I've done my planning, and we're going to go check this out here. First, I'll show you my defense. I already went through and took out his ship. That didn't go as well as it normally does. Usually I'm able to get full banners on that, but I lost a couple ships, so that was kind of lame. But first, let's show you what I've got on defense here. In this particular Grand Arena, we don't have zones. We've just got a character zone and a ship zone. So we get to see everything that's on defense. So there's no hiding anything in the back. We get to plan out our strategy without having to worry about something in the back there. So again, this is my typical defense. I change it up on occasion depending on what my opponent has, but for the most part, it remains pretty much the same. I like my Night Sisters. They generally do a pretty good job. I actually had a guy bounce off my Night Sisters 33 times the other day, which was kind of funny. He was obviously just throwing pretty much everything he had at it at the end. Well, I've never seen that many attempts, so that was kind of funny. Got bounty hunters there with Bosk. Again, I don't have a lot of Zetas. I'm pretty Zeta poor, so my Bosk only has one Zeta on him. I put my Jedi Knight, or not my Jedi Knight, my Darth Revan out here. I do have Malik on the team. Without his Zetas, Malik really doesn't add much value to this team at all. He's one of those tunes that really needs his Zetas in order to shine. Though they just did a rework. I don't know if it's in effect for this Grand Arena or not, but they're going to be fixing. Actually, I guess it's not, because they just announced it. They're going to be fixing Malik. Fixing, I'm doing air quotes here. They're going to be changing Malik so that I think it's while he's taunting, the opposing team can't gain bonus turn meter, which is going to shut down Emperor Palp. It's going to shut down Sith Assassin. It's going to do a couple of things that are kind of unfortunate, I think. If they were going to make a couple of changes to him, that's not one that I would make. I think it's good that Emperor Palpatine is still viable. So we've got Ewoks throughout here, a non-Zeta Maul Sith team, just to try to be annoying. I like to put my Bastila Shan out here with some second-tier tunes, just to try to force him to go through it, and then a Karth team. So my defense is not meant to hold, it's meant to be annoying. I assume on both sides a full clear, so the point is going to be to try to do it as efficiently as possible. On his side, he's actually got some pretty stout defense this time. This is some of the toughest defense I've faced so far, so that's interesting and good. He's also got Night Sisters with an Asajj lead. We've got some Ewoks there, First Order. Got a Kira team with Nest on it, which makes that team really annoying and changes up my strategy on what I would use to beat it. Got an Admiral Akbar team, Rebels. When I planned this out, I actually didn't think about this. I'll probably change this up to go to Wampa. It didn't occur to me to do Wampa when I was planning things out. I don't know why. This is the one that I'm most concerned about. He's got his Darth Revan team. I'm still not very good at beating Darth Revan. I don't have a whole lot of experience with it yet, even though Darth Revan is all up in my arena. I haven't been playing arena much lately. I've kind of lost, ever since Jedi Knight Revan kind of destroyed it, I have lost my taste for arena, so I don't do too much there. And then we've got a Bosk team. So I have put out, I always keep track of all of my battles in OneNote, and I've already laid out my plan for this. So for his Darth Revan, I'm going to use my Jedi Knight Revan. Hopefully that goes well. That's going to be kind of the pivotal match, the one that I'll do first, because if that one doesn't go well, I'll have to change things up, possibly throw CLS in there, and then figure out how I'm going to take the rest of the teams. For the Night Sisters, I'm going to do my Imperial Troopers. For his First Order team here, I'm going to throw JTR at it. For Kira with Nest, I don't like trying to use JTR or CLS against Nest so often. You just end up stunning Nest and you can't take her out, and I end up timing out. So I don't like that. So we're going to do Traya there. For his Ewoks, do Emperor Palpatine. For his Bounty Hunters, we'll do CLS. And then this is the team I was going to throw First Order against it. Maybe I'll do it last, and we'll see how things are going. If I need extra banners because things aren't going well, instead I'll do a Rex Wampa team instead of First Order. But we'll see how the rest of it goes first to see if I need to change that up. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right back into it. BlueStacks here. And again, the team that I'm most concerned about is going to be this Jedi, or this Darth Revan team. So I'm going to use Jedi Knight Revan against that. Here to my offense. And just to be on the safe side, I'm using BlueStacks, but it is always a good idea to go on airplane mode when you are going into especially matches that you're not all that confident in, because you don't want to feed turn meter. So if it gets to the point where it looks like I'm going to lose and I'm not going to be taking out enough people, if I'm not getting Darkside Bastilla and Fallen Bastilla out, or Darth Revan out, then I will go ahead and force close this, and we'll put it on airplane mode, or in this case, since I'm on the computer, I will disable my internet connection as soon as we go into battle, and then just re-enable it if I win. So let's do it. Into battle. And what you can't see is I've got my local area connection here ready to disable. So disabling my internet, and here we go. So I'm going to focus on Bastilla first and see if we can get her out as quickly as possible. Spread buffs here in a minute, but I want to try to take her out. There we go. That's good. All right. I'll pass that over to get some assists. Stuck behind taunt here. All right. Let's get some buffs out there. And hopefully this one will take him out. Good. And I want to try to get rid of HK as quickly as possible, because he will destroy me. Actually, I can take that back. Maybe I can get Darth Revan out. Yeah, that works. Boom. Probably should have called an assist there, but that's okay. Call an assist, and HK is gone. And there we go. All right. Re-enable my internet connection here. And I am happy that one went the way that it did, because I would have had to totally change everything up. One of the things that I always do is try to remember to take a screenshot here so that I can remember how this went later, because my memory is awful. So we'll go back to OneNote and come down here. I have to paste it down in the bottom, otherwise it'll mess up all my other ones. And bring it all the way up, slow, slow, slow. All right, just put it in there and make it look good later. Okay. So we'll head back over to this, and we've got our first victory. I always go in the order of the ones that I'm most concerned about, just in case I have to change things up. So for me, the next toughest team is either going to be Night Sisters, but I'm pretty confident with that with the Imperial Troopers, or this First Order team. My JTR has let me down a couple times, but I'm going to go ahead and go with the First Order. With First Order, we're doing JTR, so go ahead and select them. I have been doing JTR recently with a bunch of droids. That one didn't go as well for me last time, but since Finn's rework and since his Zeta, I don't have a Zeta anymore, I've kind of lost him as another offensive team. I'm throwing him back on here and just going with a standard resistance team. And the assumption here is that Finn's special, as it builds up offense, will be good against these taunting tanks in First Order that he'll start to build up, so long as he can survive. So let's go in here and try that. I'll be ready to turn off my network connection. There we go, disable the network connection, and let's see if we can get this done. Get rid of that taunt. Let's try to get some exposes out there. And Fox always makes me nervous because he can hit super hard, and I'm just going to start working on him. So the more I hit him with that particular thing, the more damage it's going to be doing. Time. Okay, we've got a taunt over here. Clear that. Continue to hit him. We can start to build, rack up some of that damage. And there we go. Got him out. Now we'll get a little more exposes. Oh, let's slow him down. That Illuminated Destiny. All right, here we go. Bam. One shot. Love it. And how much damage are we going to do? I missed it. Had it going too fast. Well, that was easy. All right. Turn our network connection back on. Nope. Take a screenshot. And head back over to OneNote. All right, I'm curious to know how many of you got Darth Malak, and what are your impressions so far? What impressions on the events? The the event was, oh my goodness, it was horrific. It was my least favorite event ever. Not only were the requirements just insane, the mechanics of that event, once people figured it out and I started watching videos, obviously able to do it, but it was extraordinarily frustrating, and I'm not quite sure I really agree with the way that they went about that. Um, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It'll be interesting to see how Darth Malak actually does once I get his Zetas on him, too. He's very lackluster and unimpressive right now, but hopefully that'll get better. All right, let's go for the Night Sisters. For Night Sisters, I'm going to be doing Imperial Troopers. And again, ready to turn off the internet connection. Okay, disable that. They don't normally go faster than me, but that's right, I forget about their speed up bonus, so let's see if we can take zombie. Get this turn meter train going. All right. And Daka is usually the easiest one to get out quickly, so we'll try to kill her a couple of times here. Keep that turn meter going. There we go. Daka is gone. There goes Asajj. Get rid of Talzin. And can we do Spirit before Zombie even gets a chance to taunt again? Ooh, check that out. All right, sweet. Troopers with Range Trooper, you've got to have Range Trooper. They're just amazing. They go through everybody. If you haven't built up a trooper team and don't have Range Trooper yet, focus on that. But Range Trooper works even at 5-star. You don't have to have him G12. He brings a lot to this team and makes them just outstanding. I usually use them against either Night Sisters or against Bounty Hunters are my two favorite ones to use them against. And most of them go precisely that way. Super fast, super easy, keep a lot of banners. It's good stuff. All right, that all the way up here. Okay, smaller. It's good. All right, how about this Kira Nest team? Let's go over to that. See if we can take out Kira Nest with Traya. Again, whenever I go against Nest, I try to avoid CLS and JTR because they really struggle. Usually end up timing out. I have B2 on this team just because. Mostly it's the other ones that are going to make a difference. My B2 isn't all that modded up all that well, but just because I'm changing things around and I have to have a multitude of teams, needed somebody to put on there, and I probably could have gone in with less than a full squad, but there's no buffs to clear. Well, I'll do it anyway. Got everybody. All right. So let's actually her down. Need to get Vandor out of there quickly. There's some buffs. There we go. And he's tanky. All right. There we go. That'll work. I'm going to switch back over to him. And we'll hit Nest, get her out of here. That's why I like to do Traya, because you can just annihilate Nest. Come on. See if I can make this last long enough that I can shut her down and get my protection back. Go. Who can get full protection? Over to 2. Isolate. There we go. Didn't quite get everybody back up to full protection, but we'll take that. Take a screenshot. Go. Let me switch back over to OneNote. And paste that in. Works. All right. See what else we got. So there's my potential wampum nest. Let's go ahead and take CLS against this squad. I again could probably go undersized, but I'm not going to. I'm too chicken. All right. My dog is scratching at the door, desperately wanting to get in. Okay, so let's shut him down. Then going to go for... Always try to take out Boba first, because he can do some very annoying damage. One-shot ya, which is never fun. Confuse. And my dog just let himself in, which means he's letting the cat out, which is awesome. All right, here we go. 60 banners. We'll take that. Get a screenshot here. Go back over to OneNote. Keep track of it. All right. So this is all going to come down to efficiency. He's got some great squads. How efficient is he going to be against my stuff? So I guess we will see. We still have a little bit of work left to do, though, so we'll go back and take out his Ewoks with Emperor Palpatine. Sometimes this one can go south on me, so I will again be ready to disable my internet connection just in case. See if we can get some stun a little bit, remove some turn meter. Taunt going on. There we go. Buffs. Ability block. We can stun him with some more. There we go. Damage over time. And let's take him out. And this is going just fine. I'm going to re-enable my network connection so we don't get that timeout error. And another 60 banners. All right. There we go. Back over to OneNote, keep track of it. All right, and for this last team, I am going to go ahead and use my Rex Wampa. And we'll see how that goes. Let me get a screenshot here real quick so that I can keep track of it. So we'll go ahead with Rex Wampa. There we go. And of course, I'm a little OCD, so gotta make sure it all fits. All right, back to BlueStacks, and let's give this a try. So this can always be a little nerve-wracking, trying to get through these, but usually Wampa with his counters does awesome. I anticipate losing Rex. It's gonna revive. Small attack power. All right. So basically take out Akbar. There we go. Done. So he doesn't get buffs. 59 banners. We'll take that. You know, the other way, I may have gotten 60, I may not have, probably not, because they would have taken protection. But that works. So let me go ahead and paste my screenshot in here. And there we go. So all one hits. He's got a little work cut out for him. Check it out here. What were my total points? So 1680, all one hits. He's got to clear me cleanly. And again, if we take a look at what I've got here, there's some fairly tough teams. Put Zeta Barris in here with the Bounty Hunters in order to try to prevent that Imperial Trooper down. He may or may not know how to deal with Malik. In all honesty, without the Zetas, Malik doesn't really pose any threat on that team. And some Karth. So it's just a matter of waiting and seeing how he does. So again, thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate it. Love all you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless you, and we will talk to you next time.